there's a lot of e-commerce that's using this now. So if you go to a website and there's like a image of a model and it's a still frame, then all of a sudden you hit play and you can look at the whole model, rotate, and then click and see all the detail of the clothes. That's with this technology. Got it. Try it again.
John, I'll just walk you through that import process really quick.
Sounds great.
All right, so here in Adobe Premiere, you simply can make a new folder, name it appropriately, and now I'm going to open that up. You see it's empty. A quick command I is going to bring up my import dialog. You just navigate to those files that you downloaded to your hard drive, and I click import, and you see just a matter of seconds, and now I can load any of those up, and I'm already scrubbing through. So like I said, that's how quick this Adobe Premiere is to just kind of get that footage in, get it on the screen, and start reviewing it. You know, I'm now ready to do those still frame pulls like we did, or I can start marking my in and out points to start making my video down here. You'll see up on the right side is the video I'll start cutting together, whereas that monitor on the left will be more of that. Will be the source monitor of the current clip that I'm currently looking at.
In the meantime, we don't have a live preview right now, but I'm going to go ahead and still shoot and show the vertical workflow. So I'm going to start wide because clients are going to want to see their clothes. So I have composition where I'm filling the frame with clothes. That's beautiful right there. Nice, just like that. And again, I'm going for a punch in. Come on. All right. And grab our focus. Looking good. Hold on 1 sec. Beautiful, right there. Good, looking up to me. Nice, right there. Gorgeous, hold that. Nice. And good, good. Move around a little bit there. Nice. Give me a little spin. Gorgeous, right there. And cut. And I'm going to go in for a close-up now, because now if I go in for a close-up, I'll be utilizing all those pixels. Hold it right there. Beautiful, just like that. Nice. Gorgeous, just like that. Right there. Eyes up to me. Beautiful, right there. Love that. That's beautiful, just like that. Nice. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot a little footage here. Good. A little soft, little motion there, just slightly. Good, nice. Back to me more. Nice, right there. That's great, just like that. Love that. And cut. All right, cool. Dan, are we ready to go through and show the video?
Yep, I have what started a simple 3-clip cut, so we can go ahead and look at that. So if you guys want to kind of look up at my screen, you can see on the upper right is where this video that I'm working on, and down is the timeline that I've pulled together. Again, since I'm doing this all live, it's very simple and very rough. So we start at a close with the 85. We had a little settle and a smile, and she starts to spin, and I kind of seamlessly cut that into when John switched to the 50 to finish that spin. She settles, and then she kind of walks out. I'm not thrilled with that final, but that's kind of what we're dealing with now. I'm going to go through to see if we can punch in for a settle, maybe a smile and a wink, and then get out. But that's where we are right now.
So let's see the first 2 cuts again, Dan.
Okay. 1 into 2.
I like that. So I think we just need to find a better last clip. So let's go to the end of that end of the clip where she walked out.
Zach, on the 85 to punch it?
Correct.
Okay. So I have that loaded up here on the top left. So I'm going to scrub through it to look for the motion that's actually happening.
I think it's the very end of that. Scrub all the way through to the end.
Yep. Here we go. Going to the end. She kind of finishes her spin.
That's good. So just where she finishes the spin and then walks out. Let's cut to that.
Into the walkout.
So go to right there. Nice.
There we go. And we'll have her walk out.
Yep. Throw that one in there.
All right. Let me drop that other one. Then I just drag it down. Now we'll scrub through to see if we like it. Kind of a punch in to a medium, and then back to a punch in. And even
Looks
though
great. Alicia walks out. So you know what?
Yeah.
Let's export that full res.
All
And once
right.
that's done, we'll check that out. Now, when my friends first heard about this and I was doing it, they were kind of like, "Are you ruining photography? Like, what are you doing? 24 frames a second? What are we going to do? Everybody's going to be able to do this now." So I had some skeptics, but what I convinced them of is it's just another tool, really, because you still have to light, you still have to evoke a emotion from your subject, and you still have to be a photographer. This is just one more tool that we have to further hone in our vision. So, kind of great in that way. Like I said, a lot of people aren't sold on it, but once you start seeing the prints that come out, it is pretty amazing that you can do this with one camera. So how are we doing on that video, Dan?
Good, it's just exporting now, and I'm going to download that third card. And it looks like our first print is coming out, so you'll be able to show that around in just a minute.
Sounds great. Now, speaking of prints, my retoucher, I sent her some of these files, and I was like, "What do you think about this?" She said, "You know what, I'd rather have a well-exposed still from your videos than an underexposed raw file. There's a lot of information to work with, way more than you would think, and I've had some retouch files done, and they just look beautiful. You can't tell that it's from a video still, and that's the whole point."
All right, John, let me go ahead and see if that finished exporting. Yeah, it looks like
Great. And we can pass this around so you get a sensibility of the sharpness. So still grab from video. And let's go that vertical workflow down.
All right. 1 second.
Now we're using Adobe Premiere Pro because it has a lot of power and flexibility. You can still use Final Cut, but for this situation here where we're going vertical, Adobe Premiere Pro is a lot easier to work with.
All right, guys. So again, I'm going to go through that simple import.
And do we have any other prints going down?
We have another one that just started.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm going to import that.
Because that one that's on the screen right now is nice. I wouldn't mind pulling that one right there. This one on the right?
The one on the right?
Yeah, can I see that real quick?
Yep, hold on 1 sec. Just 1 sec. I think wait.
Nice.
Here we go. We're looking at it over here.
I'd like to do one more print there. And that's the great thing. You can find something new that you like and just grab it.
You like this one here? You want me to send that to print?
Yes, please.
Okay, so very similar on the left with our source monitor and on our right with our project monitor. It has that same sort of set of key controls and buttons. Again, we're just going to click export frame. You'll notice that we're losing the file name because it's coming from the actual image sequence and not the original clip. That's not a huge deal. I just want to make sure we're saving it in the right spot. We are. All right. Just exported that TIFF. And now let me just bring that through the quick workflow, and we'll get that printed, and then I'll bring us through the workflow.
And then I just want to review everything basically for the last few minutes and show that we have a video that plays in smooth motion. Perfect. And just go through a few of the stills we picked.
Awesome.
Another thing about the camera that other 4K cameras, when you use them, have a lot of menus. They're very cumbersome, they're hard to get to. You're using a Canon DSLR, which if you use a 5D or a 7D, there's a real familiarity to it, which is nice. So you basically just go, pick 4K, boom, that's it. You're shooting 4K video. And there's no booting up. A lot of other 4K cameras, they take a while to boot up. So this, you set to 4K, you turn it on, and you're ready to go. Ready to shoot 4K just like that.
All right, John, so do you want to look at the vertical workflow, or do you want to look at the video we exported?
Let's do the vertical workflow real quick.
All right.
And then we'll recap with the video and the stills.
So you'll see in the bottom left here, I have that folder loaded with John's verticals. You double click, Adobe Premiere is recognizing it as the traditional horizontal. That's not a problem. If you go into File, New Sequence, the great thing about Adobe Premiere is you can kind of, in your settings, set up any sort of custom sequence you want. So you simply have to go into your video, your frame size, and change the pixels. Instead of horizontal being vertical, you just kind of swap them. I already set up a preset, and let's let's set that to fit. You can see I'm working in a vertical timeline. I'm going to drag that clip down here. You definitely want to keep the existing settings. And even though it's showing up still horizontal, you simply click on that clip down in the timeline. You go to Effects Controls, Motion, and then Rotation. And you just set that rotation to 90 or 270 depending on how you flipped your camera. And voila, you have a vertical timeline, you know, that I think John said was great for catalog shoots.
Absolutely. So here in just a few minutes, we had a client who were doing this, and there was a big wig off site that we had to show something to. You can show them still pulls that it's going to be exactly what it's going to be looking like. You can put together a little video, you can upload it, and you can have somebody approve everything in minutes. So just for the ending here, let's look at all the frames we picked and made.
Totally. So we can look at those in Adobe Premiere in just a second.
We'll just do the Photoshop ones, the key ones that we had.
All right, we have up in Photoshop.
Good, so let's just go through. Nice.
So those were the three that we picked.
All right, so rotate through. So 1, 2, 3. And now let's go with the video.
All right. Made a quick video edit in Adobe Premiere, and I exported at 1920.
Let's go full frame on that. Nice.
Nice and short. Short and sweet, as they say. I think that was a pretty dynamite cut, if I may say so myself.
Looks good, Dan. Any questions? Say it again, can't hear you. No, if you shoot vertical, you wouldn't watch it on TV. Good point. Vertical is only for e-commerce, or if it's going on the web, or if you have a template already built, that's for vertical. So, and also for an iPhone, so you can view it on iPhone vertical. But it's more for web content that would be specifically designed to be in a vertical page. Sir? Question? Good question. I'm shooting 800 right now. But like I said before, you can jack this to like 25,000. I have friends that shot it at and said it looks great. And that's a good point too. With the ISO, there's something about when you go into the higher ISOs, it doesn't look like digital artifacting. There's something kind of nice and film grain-like about it. So that's why it's called a 1DC. C is for cinema. Any other questions? All right, cool. Dan, let's go in last minute. We have one more minute. Just go to the that last vertical close-up.
Okay. Vertical close-up.
And let's make that vertical. Put it in the timeline and switch that around.
We drag that down to our timeline. Then I just have to quickly rotate that clip again.
Right there. So now, if we can make that full screen, now if you shoot it vertical and you do a headshot like that, you're using the entire sensor. Because if you're used to shooting a 5D, it's basically 16:9. This isn't 16:9, it's a little longer, it's a little narrower. So now if you shoot vertical, you're getting much more of the frame that you'll be utilizing. All right, cool. Well, if there's no more questions, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show.